Hey, hi, and this is a build fights guide. So, it's just everything basically, like the basics to building. Basically, just basics building. So, if you don't know how to do a 90, basically all it is you do a ramp, and a wall. Then you do a 90-degree turn, jump, ramp. And then you can just start doing this after the 90. If you can tell, this has a huge learning curve, so yeah. And if you're struggling with this, what you can do is just like get used to your keybinds. For me, I have a VNC for my wall and ramp, so I can easily just like move my thumb over, so I can just easily just do a flick, and then I can just continue with my builds. So yeah, it's easy if you get used to your keybinds. It might take a couple of minutes, like 5 minutes, to learn how to do a 90. It's super simple once you get it down, and yeah. So once you're done with 90s, you can improve them by doing this type of 90, like that. It's just a faster version that has like, it's better for retakes. And yeah, it's just like a better for retakes, so you can just go like that, and it's super easy to learn. It's slightly harder because you have to get used to going at high speed, turning, and then going like that. So yeah, but that's probably the most difficult part of it. So after that, probably the next thing is going to be learning what to do after you've done the 90. And like whenever you start the build fight, you're going, the other person's building, you go like this, start building up. After here, what are you supposed to do? Just like fight the person? No, because they're gonna keep up building. So what you have to do is you have to know, if they're higher than you have to know how to do a double edit, or even better, which you're probably not gonna know though, is a triple edit, which is just like that. So you just do a double edit with that. But if even a double edit is too complicated, you can just do a simple floor, or preferably a cone, because you can flex a cone more. Also, if you want to use a floor and the enemy's above you, you could do a ramp and a floor, do a peek. It's really difficult for them to shoot you, but you can shoot them pretty easily. You can also use that in box fights if you need to. I already made a guide on piece control, so you can watch that. And whenever you're trying to entry up on the enemy, whenever you're doing your build fight, the first thing you should do after you do that, if you have height, it's like you're just going up, you have height. If you have height on the enemy, what you should do is try to get a more stable platform and more control in the fight. So like you can pre-box them. So say for example the enemy's pushing me. What I can do is I could try to get a couple walls, or like I could block them off with a cone. So you could do something like that, like a cone to block them off, and then you could just do a side jump like this, and then get control on the enemy and try to shoot them. And if they start shooting you, you can fall back and then crank up more, for then you can make sure you get height. So mainly you just want to keep height whenever you're on height, and get as much damage and weird peeks off as you can. For then they can't shoot you and gain height or get a health advantage. So whenever you're starting off the fight, you're just cranking up. Whenever you're cranking up, if they have height like 2 stories above you, by the time you get up here, then you should try to set up some peaks, like I already said, this one. But that's for if they're one above. So you could try to just like get like side peaks. So side peaks are the most important parts for whenever the enemy has height, because side peaks, what they do is they catch off guard the enemy, and they probably won't expect it. But if they expect it, you could just try to piece them. So yeah, and if you still can't do that, then they're just better. You really can't do anything, they're just better. So yeah, after you learn how to 90, do the more advanced type of 90, and the double edit, triple edit, or single edit. After that, next thing you're supposed to do is you're supposed to learn how to just gain the fastest momentum and how to get to height easiest. We already kind of did that with the faster 90, this one, but more advanced stuff that you can do is just learn how to do that faster. Obviously, you can learn how to do that faster, so you can do this faster, and then you could form like some b-hops. Like you could do different types of builds. Like you've probably seen those insane clips of people just like doing this and then doing like a parkour course while doing a build fight, and that's insane. But it's not just for clips. That actually helps you get to height easier, so you can learn how to do that type of stuff, and that helps a lot. There it is. And also, an additional thing for this is you could try to, whenever you're on height and it just seems like you can't do anything, those weird peaks, there's more than just the this one. There's like right hand peaks. I covered this in my piece control video, and also in my piece control video, people are going like this and they're just jumping and they can see their entire body, like literally their entire body besides left foot. But you're supposed to go on far left side, strafe jump to the right, and then also whenever you're doing that, as you can see, you're still in cover. So it helps a lot for getting enemies like free damage. So yeah. Also, something else that you can do is you could figure out how to, just as like a plus thing, you can figure out how to aggress easier. Oh, I'm lagging. But you can figure out how to aggress easier. And whenever I say that, I mean like how to aggress without getting shot. So that's a retake. It's just like getting off builds that makes it hard for the enemies to shoot you. Like here's one. I was already doing it, but like this. That's what it is, because you get so much control for this. You do a normal 90, but then you get this floor, so that makes it where you could fake, go up here, and then jump up. But you could also just edit through here and do a right hand peek, do that. Or you could just do a standard edit, and then you could repeat it again. God, I keep on messing this up. Redo that. So then you could go like this, do a standard peek, and then you can do a normal edit like that. I'm lagging a ton. Yeah, I just can't edit at all. That's annoying. That's the basics to building. It's just everything that you should know if you want to know how to do a build fight and win a build fight against like players in like Contenders League or something. If you want to learn piece control, I have a video on that. It came out like, by the time you're watching this, probably this night or the night before. I don't know. Whenever I release this. So yeah, bye. Hope it helped. And yeah.